Tonight's coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season. Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
This one finds McConkey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
21.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
1 yard gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, but they can really shred your defense.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Down inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Hampton. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Herbert. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Harris. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Will Dissly from a yard out. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Lion.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando Here's Scott Hanson with our halftime report. Scott?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on a deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He had him there. But he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hurts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he had it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
On the move to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's good for another Eagles.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on 4th and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one. But because of the miss, it's real easy to second guess now.
Now Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Dallas.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Great, set.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Great, set. Set.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. They go draw here. Blue. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goedert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Delta, set. Delta.
Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Great, set. Right there, you went up. Delta.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Loss of 6 yards.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott from the gun. Down man on the right sideline. It's Ferguson. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 29-yard attempt.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen,
our trip around the NFL
report
starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was brought down by Zach Horn. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
On first down, it's Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Williams running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Zach.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
And it brings up third down.
From From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 17-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
180.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
On the draw, this is Barkley.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Pickens going in motion left.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get maybe a couple, if not, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
180.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Prescott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And that will be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Maris Liufau on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And, of course, number one, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his fourth consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long,
to the right side and intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
King. Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No touch that. Trimmer.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Great, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurts.
Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And it is caught.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Truman. 73.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. They
throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53.
Looked like an issue there on the snap, but everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good.
And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Well, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
By Ty Robinson.
It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. In motion, the tight end. Hurts will throw. Steps away. This caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Cardinals in there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
41-yard line.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flush to his right. Stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. In motion goes the tight end. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime. Back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Great, set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Dotson in motion right. From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. The middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Dotson in motion right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Buy down these two.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I had no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Parker, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, That defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Oh, he fakes the spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
This play's still live. He faked the spike. Going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Oh, now some trickery. They faked the spike.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
The pass on the fake punt. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yellow. Marshall.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
The play clock's going to run out on him.
Offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Pacheco once again. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Barkley.
And we'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
No touch, no touch.
They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leo Chanel able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Trim it. No.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this technical.
There by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 15. 2:18 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Boy, stays up. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
With it is Jackson. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what?
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, like just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3 Not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way. I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take him down for a loss.
Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Rolling right. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target.